October is ADHD Awareness Month. So this video is about educating everyone about ADHD and also helping them to understand about ADHD so that there will no longer be bullying, and also it could also help us break the stigma surrounding ADHD. So if you have ADHD, don't be sad and don't be ashamed. We can do great things. You can think outside the box, have more creativity. So again, having ADHD doesn't mean you'll be a failure. All you have to do is to love your ADHD, and that's it. You can do a lot of great things with ADHD. Hello everybody! I'm Franco Carrillo and welcome to MegaFrancoTV! So guys, this is actually the part 2 of the video we're making since it's October, which is ADHD Awareness Month. And in today's video, we'll be answering different questions about ADHD. So guys, we are a part of Philippine ADHD support group. So this group is basically a support group for people with ADHD and also parents with kids with ADHD. So my mom actually posted something there in the group so that it could ask the members of the group if they would like to contribute some questions so that we could use those questions for this video. And in today's video, we're going to be answering those questions about ADHD. But before that, let me introduce you to a special guest. Behold, my baby brother, Tress. Say hello, Tress. Tress. So guys, this is my 4-year-old brother, Tress, and he will be joining us today. High five, Tress. Look, you dropped your toys. Here. High five. Never mind. Up to this day, Tress still doesn't know how to speak. However, he does like singing. Well, actually, a lot of times he keeps singing A, B, C, D. And also he likes singing 1, 2, 3, especially when there's a calendar or a number chart right there. He would love counting those. People who have autism spectrum disorder or ASD usually like to put things in order. And also when he gets different objects, he will line them up together. And if someone breaks that line, he will go in tantrums. But even with all this, he's already improving, guys, because we're already sending him to occupational therapy. And occupational therapy actually helped him a lot. And thank you to the occupational therapist that guided Tress through this. So even if he still acts completely like different, sometimes he goes in tantrums, even when I come and hugging him and say, oh, Tress. Even though when I do that, even if he goes in tantrum, he's like, don't touch me like that. But even though Tress is different from other kids, I still love Tress. I do hope that he will someday improve. He can finally speak, express his feelings, and so we can finally understand each other and be cool with each other. What is this shape, Tress? It's a circle. How about this? What shape is this? Well, Tress is really busy to this. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Aww. So now, guys, let's go ahead and answer those questions. So guys, I actually had no idea what the questions were like. By the way, guys, the title of this video is Ask Me Anything About My ADHD. Oh. So guys, here we go. Question number 1.
First question from Mr. Michael Lavilia. Growing up with ADHD, did you encounter problems in learning a certain skill or task? And can you share us some tips on how to approach these problems? Thank you.
Growing up with ADHD is actually both fun, easy, and also very hard. In fact, it did affect my learning in some ways. When I was a kid, I could hardly listen to the teacher. I do not understand what my teacher was talking about, and I couldn't really sit still, so I just stand and walked around the entire classroom, walking from classroom to classroom. And I actually had some problems with spelling because sometimes I was supposed to write the letter B, but for some reason I ended up writing the letter D instead. Well, my other problems such as remembering, focusing, and also keeping track of time is still pretty much there. However, guys, I managed to counter those problems because in managing time, I still have the clock right there. Because of the help of the clock and also the alarms, I managed to track time quite easily. Though I still have a pretty hard time in managing time without clocks and alarms. And also, guys, when I forgot to do something, I will basically have a list, basically a to-do list, so that when I forget to do my homework, my parents are always there to remind me. And what do you want, Tress? What do you want? Oh, yes. Here. See, guys. Well, as you can see, Tress still can express his emotions very much, and he also cannot speak. So when he wants something, he will pull our hands towards the object that he really wants to get. And if we still do not get it, he will go in tantrums, thinking that we know what he wants. We just do not care about it. Going back, I forgot now. I forgot. So those are basically all the tips that I have. And basically when I couldn't keep track of time, I basically use a clock. And also I'm very bad at knowing what the time is just by looking at a very normal clock. I usually stick to mobile clocks from my phone. So next question.
Okay, Tagalog ni. Tagalog challenge.
Tagalog challenge?
Paano mo na ma-manage ang study time? And how about kapag nag-crave ka sa chocolate, any alternate options? First question muna, paano mo na ma-manage ang study time?
So, how do
you even study?
Of course, I do study. Well, to track down my study time, I do create to-do lists, or my parents will just tell me about it so I can study. And also, but sometimes when I study, I sometimes easily get so very bored that I ended up thinking about something else rather than studying. I couldn't really focus on studying. And here's an example. When I try studying, I suddenly get too bored, but then I try to force myself to study because I want good grades. Until random stuff just pops out on my brain. Suddenly I was thinking about playing the new game that is released on Roblox. I'm also thinking about science and the planets after that, even though I'm studying about math, which I'm actually very bad at. And because of that, I usually buy mint candies or just chewing gums in order to cope with that, because after I learned that chewing on a chewing gum or a candy can actually help you focus on something.
How about kapag nag-crave ka sa chocolate, any alternate options?
If I do not really want chocolate, I don't get it, Ma.
Maybe about the hyperactivity
Well,
by eating chocolate.
well, I guess you mean that eating chocolates or consuming some sugars causes hyperactivity. Well, I do know about it, and I do know it is partly true. But I don't really think about it, and I just carry on eating chocolate.
Okay. Next question. Ano advice mo sa ibang kabataan na nakakaranas ng pambubuli sa school?
Oh.
Understand ka?
I get it.
Okay.
So my advice to people, to kids with ADHD who has been bullied in school, well, I actually had a few advices to that. First of all, ignore them. Second of all, educate them. And if they still continue that, tell their parents, tell the teacher right away.
So you're not affected.
Yeah, I'm actually, if someone bullies me for my ADHD, I'm not totally affected.
So
I will just ignore them. And if I had opportunity, sprint towards the teacher and tell them right away. Okay, next question.
Okay, next question from Miss Glyza or Odarby Villamore. Ask na rin po, may lunas ba ang autism or ADHD? Thanks po.
Does ADHD and ASD have cures? Well, actually no, guys. Though the symptoms of both ADHD and ASD can be treated, it doesn't mean that ADHD and ASD itself can be cured. Though although you can manage it, it doesn't mean it will disappear. Okay, Tress, here's your toys. Well, guys, me personally, I do not think I want my ADHD to disappear, guys, because for me, this is how I am supposed to be. And you cannot be something that you're not supposed to be. Right, guys? Like, if this is how you are, then this is how you are. Although some people will bully you for it, you can always find ways to shine with it. Because, as you know, many people around the world with ADHD or any other mental disorder, their ADHD actually helped them lead to success. Because we think differently. And that's what I love about ADHD. Even if there are some problems to deal with.
Next question from Miss Lovely Garcia Cornejo. How would you react to those people who have negative thoughts about ADHD?
Oh, most of the time I will ignore them and I want to teach them. Everyone is different. Like someone could have ADHD and someone could have ASD. You might not even know that you might have some sort of mental disorder that you might not know. So that's why I want to educate people.
How about those like close-minded people?
Well, most of all, I would ignore them, but what I am concerned with is how I could like teach them and how could I prevent them from bullying many other people. That is my concern.
Okay, next question from Gam.
Gam?
Yeah. May babago pa ba yung batang may ADHD? 5 years old po si little one ko. I mean, paglaki niya, pag matured na, may possibility pa bang mag-behave na yung nakakaupo ng matagal?
So, well guys, before when I was a kid, I do go a little bit very hyperactive and I will not sit down. I will always walk around the classroom and the teacher will always complain about me. But now, because of the occupational therapy and because of the help I receive from my friends and families, look what I've become. So don't lose hope for your own son or baby. You could always help them. You could guide them to the right path. And maybe one day, they could be a star, or a scientist, or an actor, or a chef, or a policeman.
Okay, next question from Miss Abigail. What food and vitamins that you take?
Food and vitamins that I take?
Yes.
Actually, guys, here's a bit of a confession. I'm more of a picky eater, actually. I usually want to eat the food that I want. I don't really know, guys, but if I eat something that is new to me and I taste it, for some reason, the texture, the sliminess, or the dryness of it, or the roughness, or the smoothness of it, will make me not like the taste of it, and make me like, ugh! I just do not like the taste of those sorts of food. Like, also, about the vitamins once, Well, I don't really take meds that will help me just cope my ADHD. Like, I only eat vitamins just like Usana, fish oil, and also Saline Plus chewables, which are basically vitamins that give me vitamin A, vitamin C, and basically vitamins that give me zinc and iron. So I don't take ADHD medication totally.
Okay, from Miss Baran.
Alright.
How to love and support people with ADHD.
So, first of all is understand them. Second of all is to know more about them. Third of all is to find ways to help them cope with their ADHD. Fourth of all, spend more time with them. So basically, you have to support them 100,000,000,000,000,000,000,000% of the time.
Okay, last question. How do you handle your emotions when your support system or family is not with you?
How do I handle my emotions when my family or trusted ones aren't with me? So, well, I'll just stay calm as I can, and I'll try to do something that will keep me calm and busy so that I could buy some time to regulate my emotions. Most of the time, I can't control my emotions, and I could usually stay calm, though sometimes I could hardly control my emotions. Like when I get mad, sometimes I get overly mad. I'm not telling that it's really nice to be like that, but well, that's all I can say.
Okay, so those are the only questions that I have here.
So thank you to all the people who contributed their questions so that we could make this video. And also, I'm not really an expert, so the answers I gave to those questions are basically from my experiences, opinions, and what I know about my ADHD. So again, having ADHD doesn't mean you'll be a failure. All you have to do is to love your ADHD, and that's it. You can do a lot of great things with ADHD. Thank you very much for supporting my YouTube channel. And if you have time, you can subscribe, share, like, and follow both my YouTube channel and Facebook page. So, thank you very much, guys. That's all for today, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to MegaFrancoTV. Thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to like and follow my Facebook page. It's MegaFrancoTV. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on our next video. Bye!